How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Thursday. My name is Eric. I am the owner of Playoffs, and we are hosting a very special person tonight, Mayor Scott Mattis and his re-election campaign. I will tell you just a little bit about Scott from my knowledge. I've known Scott since I've been here. This is the 21st anniversary of the bar this year. We've been here for 21 years. Yeah, a long time. Longer than we expected, but that's okay. And in that time, I've got to know Scott. And he was a business owner with me. He was a colleague. Had his own bar here in town at the same time. We did a lot of collaboration in those days. And the one thing I will tell you about Scott, it's like we don't always agree on everything. That's not going to be the case. But Scott's always been fair to me. And that's what I always appreciate him. It's like every time I've ever asked anything of Scott, if he says he's going to do it, he's going to do it for me. So I always appreciate that when he says yes. I know it's going to get done. He's going to get things done for you guys. He needs 4 more years from you guys. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Scott. He's going to tell you all the great things that are going to happen in the next 4 years. Mayor Scott Mattis.
Well, first of all, thank you for taking time out of your night to come out. This is, everything good? Everybody hear me up there? Great. So I wanted to thank each and every one of you. You guys have been my rock through these 17 years on the city council. It's incredible how fast this has gone by. And I made some notes tonight because I always forget to thank somebody. I want to make sure I don't forget that. And I'm going to start that off first because without the people behind me, I would never get this done. And each and every one of you that are here today support me some way, some fashion, and I want to thank you. But especially to my wife and my kids. You know, this woman changed my life 12 years ago. I was headed out. I wasn't the mayor at that time, and I was thinking about finishing my term in the city council and going somewhere else in my life. My boys were headed out, and I took on 3 daughters and a beautiful wife, and she's the one that encouraged me to run for the mayor in 2015. And I didn't think I had a chance, and I won by a landslide, 63 votes. But ever since then, we've always had close to 70% of the vote. And I know I'm going to have a nice challenge this election, but we're going to be close to that again because I believe in the people of Desert Hot Springs. And my second family is the city council. And this woman here, Jan Pye, she's a rock. She's been elected to the city council 3 times and appointed back to the city council 3 times. I don't know why she keeps coming back. But she has been one of my mentors through all the years, somebody I look up to, and thank you, Jan, for being here. I really do appreciate you. And to Gary Gardner, who couldn't be here tonight, he had to fly back to Utah for his parents. I think he's trying to fly back tonight. But he has been someone that has been just incredible on the city council. He's been a partner, making sure that things get done, and I just want to thank him. I know he's going to watch this eventually, and I want him to know how much I appreciate who he is and what he's done for our city council. So let's thank Gary. And finally, Roger, who's supposed to be here tonight. He works for CPS, and of course, a half hour before he gets off, he has to run to a call. He's on his way. He will be coming in here soon, but I want to thank him for his partnership. If he was here, he would know this, but the first 2 years that he was on the city council, him and I didn't really get along. And over time, a good leader builds consensus, and they build partnerships. And since then, Roger has been a team player. Him and I see eye to eye on most issues. We just didn't know how to get there, and we learned. And he has become one of the strongest members of our city council, and I really want you to know that he needs to be reelected to the city council also. I want to thank my team. Jim Nadell, he's been my campaign chair this season. He's been a rock for us. Thank you, Jim, for everything you've done. Whenever I need something, he's there. He's always strategizing. He is one of the smartest people I met. When he moved here, he sent me an email, and ever since we've been friends. So thank you, Jim, for everything you've done. And Donna Lozano, my Italian mom. 82 years young this year? 82 years young this year? 81 years young this year. And she's, yes. And she's still, I mean, I didn't have to convince her hard, but I did have to say, I am running again. And she She didn't know what she was going to do, but she's my treasurer. She's my Italian mom. She makes sure I stay in line, and she takes care of our money. Thank you for everything you've done for us. And to Michael Burke behind the camera, Mike Williams to running these events. Can never stay behind the camera. And to Mike Williams and to Ivan Sewell, thank you guys for everything you've done for me. Ivan Sewell is running for re-election to the Mission Springs Water District. He's probably got the toughest race. No, he's got nobody running against him. So just make sure you vote for yourself, Ivan. You're good. And to Russ Martin, where are you at? Right here in front of me. How could I miss you? Russ Martin's also running for re-election to the Mission Springs Water District. If you get a chance, say hi to Russ. He's got an opponent, the guy I beat in 2015, decided he can't stay away from politics, but he knows he can't run against me, so he's going to try to run against you. I know you're going to beat him, and you're going to continue to serve us well in the Mission Springs Water District. Thank you, Russ. And Jeff Bowman, where are you at? He sits on Desert Water Agency back there. Thank you for all your support to you and Judy. You guys have been fantastic through the years. Thank you. Dirk Voss, where are you at? Dirk Voss is running for District 4. That's a hacienda. It's an open district. If you haven't met him, please do. He's a chair of our planning commission. He has a great platform, and I'm supporting him for District 4 to be a next city council member. And Elisa Middleton, thank you so much for coming up here from Palm Springs. She's running for state senate. If you have not talked to her, please do. Please sit down, have a conversation with her. She's going to go to Sacramento and make the change that's needed for us. Thank you, Lisa. I'm not going to bore you with a long speech. I've only got about an hour. So here we go. I'm joking. I'll get you out of here. I'll get you out of here enough time to have a second round of tacos and another drink. People ask me all the time, what have you done? And that's the hardest thing for someone like me to talk about. I do this because I want to serve my community. I grew up here. I was born and raised. I started as a Boy Scout when I was 10 years old, and I haven't stopped volunteering for my community since. 20 years as a volunteer fireman. I volunteered with the local food program for 2 years. I've been a volunteer with Little League for 25 years. And even if I'm not reelected in November, I'm not going to stop doing those things for my city because I love my city. But I was at an event years ago, and I was talking about this is what I want to do in the future. And they said, what have you done? And it made me think, you really got to tell people what you really did accomplish. They see a lot of good things, but when you're actually able to, and I don't say this in a bad way going to the state, Lisa, you're going to do some wonderful things. But at the local level, as you know, you can get out and feel and touch the difference you're really making at the local level. So this is just a partial list, but since I became mayor in 2015, I've been instrumental in bringing in $10 million in road projects, over 30 street lights. The 5th Street Trailer Park is being cleaned up today because of my efforts with Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia. I've brought in money for parks, and we're going to build more parks starting this year. The rec programs at the Boys and Girls Club, it used to be the Boys and Girls Club, is now the Desert Hot Springs rec program because I canceled that contract, and now we not just have a Boys and Girls Club, but we have a teen center, a rec club, and we have activities for all ages in our city. We've produced over 3,000 jobs with the cannabis and warehousing industry that's come in. Over 3,000 jobs, and almost 40% of them are Desert Hot Springs residents. Rehabilitation programs for our spa. Any spa that puts money in can get reimbursed through their tax revenues and build that spa even bigger and better. Not only that, we gave $250,000 to our business owners. If you see a bunch of new signs up and down Palm Drive, that's because the city sponsored them and did that for them over a program that I created. Habitat for Humanity, they came to me. We built 2 homes last year. 2 million square feet in warehousing projects. Amazon was going to build across the street, and they decided not to, and they came over across the street. We put out the red carpet, and now they're building in our city and will produce almost 1,800 jobs. I'm not blind to the issues that we have in our community. We can continue to fight for those, but we did open up 2 years ago an access center for our homeless and unhoused individuals, and we're working hard to get those people off the streets and into programs. A new paramedic squad, a new fire truck, a new fire station, senior center rehabilitation, and more programs. A new police annex, a new dispatch center, state-of-the-art dispatch center that was one of the first in the state of California to go to the cloud-based system, and a new city hall just in 8 years. Give me 4 more years and you can imagine what's going to happen, right? My vision is simple. I've said this since day one. There's 3 pillars to my campaign. It's never going to change. I was a volunteer fireman for 20 years. And the first thing they teach you when you become a firefighter is how to put out fire. And there's 3 elements: heat, oxygen, and fuel. And you take one of those out and the fire goes out. Well, I do the opposite in politics. I want us to stay on fire. So I've always said, if you can keep your administration, your political figures, and your constituents all working together, this fire is going to continue to burn, and we're going to continue to do good things. That's what's been happening over this 8 years, and that's what's going to continue. We had a little downturn when it came to COVID, and a lot of you heard me say at my last election that I wasn't going to run again, that I was pretty burned out and I was done. Well, I had time to rest a little bit during COVID, and we got behind during COVID. And now that COVID's over, I need to finish my vision, and that's going to take 4 more years with your support. Economic development, quality of life, and the downtown is going to be renovated in this next 4 years. Are you ready for the next leaders of Desert Hot Springs? I need Dirk, I need Roger, I need myself to get Roger and I to get reelected. I need Dirk to get elected. I need Jan to stay where she's at and Gary to stay where she's at. And you can only imagine the things that are going to happen with those people. My ethics are high. I usually take the high road, but I'm going to come down off that high road a little bit, and I'm going to talk about my 2 opponents. And I don't do this very often, but I think it's very important that people know who these 2 individuals are. The first one that's running against me, Mr. R.J. Giboney. He's an extremist. Just look at his website, look at his pattern. You will not support him just because of that. And then we have the other gentleman that sits on my city council that can't build consensus, can't lead by himself, has not accomplished much in this community, but putting up signs across the street because he knew I was having an event here today. Mr. Bett's an obstructionist. And I say that because that's what happens every time we try to pass something at the city council level and he doesn't agree with it. He takes that time to tell you why it isn't, but he doesn't build consensus with the rest of the city council, and that's why every city council member that's worked with him has asked to be removed from a committee that he's on because he can't work with them. He misleads individuals to believe things, and that's wrong. If you guys know what Eric said a few minutes ago, there's many times my friends and family and lots of supporters have come to me and talked to me about issues, and I'll give you the facts and I'll give you the truth. And sometimes they've walked away shaking their head or they're upset with the issue. But if I can fix it at a policy-making level, or I can get someone that works in our operations to fix it for you, I'll do it, but I'll never lie to you. And when I talk about misleading, this is the misleading statement. On Mr. Betts' website right now, it says, this year's budget has money to fund 7 more police officers. We do not. That is a straight lie. That's misleading. He voted no on the last budget. And he says we put 7 more police officers on the street? We did not. But he wants you to make you believe he did that. So please be aware when you're out there. He's a nice guy. But he's going to mislead you. I have challenged him to a debate and he's ignored it. So Mr. Betts, Mr. Giboney, I'm challenging you to debates. I know the facts and I will debate you fair. But let's do it soon so the people can see. Oh, don't like that part of politics, but I did it. Hey, I need your help. I really do. Before you guys leave here, take a yard sign if you can. Put it in your yard. If you can't put it in your yard because you live in a neighborhood that won't allow it, go put it in a friend's yard that will. Go put it in a business. Take a handful of those rack cards. Jim, where you at? Jim's got a handful of those rack cards. There's a bunch more in this box. Take business cards if you don't want rack cards and hand them out to your friends and family. Show them who I am by having them just go to my website. Watch my family on my website. Watch our vision on our website and help out as much as you can. You can also help by hosting a meet and greet in your neighborhood. And if you're not comfortable with your neighborhood, I'll buy us coffee somewhere. Just put together 4 or 5 people, 10, 2, I don't care. I need to get the word out. I'm a busy person. I work full-time. I have a full-time family, and I'm the mayor of the city of Desert Hot Springs, but I will take time and find time. On Thursday night, I met with 8 people in their neighborhood just recently, not even on a campaign issue, just because they needed to talk about what was going on in their neighborhood. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. You work with coworkers. My wife works at Eisenhower Hospital as a nurse. Yeah, you do. And she runs into people all the time from Desert Hot Springs. So wherever you're at, talk to people. If you know they're from Desert Hot Springs, tell them about me. And then finally, social media. We had to take this event off of social media yesterday because of individuals from other cities jumping on there and saying things that are just absolutely not true. And we know who put them up to it. But fight back a little bit. You don't have to fight for me, fight for your city. Tell them how good this place really is. It's not falling apart. I'm humble enough to say everything in this town isn't just because I did it, it's because the four of us did it on the city council. The four of us did it because we work great as a team. And you can tell people that. If you're interested in seeing the forum and seeing the candidates, District 4 and the mayor's seat at Vista, Montana, which is down the street on Palm Drive on September 21st at 10 a.m., they'll host a forum and it's open to the public, so please come. And you can hear the Q&A and listen to the answers. And then think about this, and this is where I almost get choked up. This is my last fundraiser, scheduled fundraiser. I guess that was it. I'm out. No. So we're going to run really hard for the next few months, but there's nothing more scheduled, and I'm not running again. So this is it. 39 days until the absentees come out, and 68 days until November 5th. If you can make a donation, I would appreciate any amount of money that you can give for our campaign because there's a lot of messaging we have to do out there. Desert Hot Springs, we can't afford to lose this seat. We really can't. If we lose this seat, I wonder how many years it'll take for Desert Hot Springs to get back on track. I'm going to end here. I truly, truly believe and love each and every one of you for coming out today. I love this city. Thank you.
Mayor Scott Mattis. Damn, Scott came with some heat tonight. For those of us that have seen Scott grow through his political career, I think he said 7 words his first mayoral campaign. I mean, the guy has definitely got it down. But he told you some very important things. And what I want to tell you guys right now, because I'm the guy that's going to twist your arm here for a little bit. How many people in the room have been living in Desert Hot Springs area for more than 10 years? Raise your hand. How many for 20 years? Raise your hand. 30 years? Shoot, 40? Do we have 40? Oh, we got 40s? Do we have any 50s? Oh, we got 50s. So we have over 50 years in this town, in this room right now, right? Supporting this man. And that means something because we all know what this town was like 20 years ago. When I was here 20 years ago, my friends thought I was absolutely crazy for buying this bar. I kind of agreed with them at the time. It took a lot of effort from the people in this room, from that man, from the council to turn this town around. That is no joke. That is serious. It was work. And it was kind of scary at times, honestly. We're in a better place now. But now we need to take the next step. This man is going to take us there in the next 4 years. So if you have some money in your pocket, jingling around, because I know you do, and it doesn't matter how much it is, because if you've been here at least 20 years, I need at least $20. So that's $1 a year, people. That is not a lot. That's less than inflation. Come on down here. Give him some support. He's going to need it. Let's get him 4 more years to finish the job. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you, Mayor Mattis. Looking forward to 4 more years of great service here in Desert Hot Springs.